Sawadee Kap. Welcome to Break Time with Monte. Today's story, Thai slave labor in U.S. cat food. If cat food buyers knew hundreds beaten, enslaved, and murdered to make cat food, would they not buy it? Says lawsuit on behalf of California consumers. Los Angeles. Nestle, S.A., was sued over claims that its Fancy Feast cat food contains fish from a Thai supplier that uses slave labor. The complaint against the Swiss food giant follows one last week accusing Costco Wholesale Corp. Of selling farmed shrimp from Thailand, where slave labor and human trafficking in the failing fishing industry are allegedly widespread. The four consumers who filed the Nestle case in Los Angeles federal court seek to represent all California buyers of Fancy Feast cat food who wouldn't have bought the product had they known that the fish was allegedly harvested using forced labor, hidden from consumers. By hiding this from public view, Nestle has effectively tricked millions of consumers into supporting and encouraging slave labor on floating prisons. Steve Berman, a lawyer for the plaintiffs, said in a statement, "It's a fact that the thousands of purchasers of its top-selling pet food products would not have bought this brand had they known the truth, that hundreds of individuals are enslaved, beaten, or even murdered in the production of its pet food." Campaign against Nestle succeeded in Africa. In 2001, Nestle and other top chocolate makers and cocoa processors agreed to a plan to investigate and end child labor practices on farms in West Africa that supplied them with cocoa. The industry collaboration followed media reports that boys as young as 12 were sold or tricked into slavery to harvest cocoa beans on some of the Ivory Coast's 600,000 farms. By 2010, following 8 years of civil war on the Ivory Coast, the government moved to curb exploitation in the cocoa industry by prosecuting traffickers of children. When a study was done, Switzerland-based Nestle found numerous violations of its internal work rules in 2012 and urged more attention to combating child labor in the Ivory Coast cocoa industry. Nestle's head of operations said the use of child labor goes against everything we stand for. The company said the complexity of the problem meant it would take years to solve. And now, today's vocabulary. Accuse, accuse. Allegedly, allegedly. Attention, attention. Beaten, beaten. Brand, brand. Case, case. Civil war, civil war. Claim, claim. Collaboration, collaboration. Combat, combat. Comment, comment. Commission, commission. Complaint, complaint. Complexity, complexity. Consumer, consumer. Curb, curb. Ineffectively, ineffectively. Encourage, encourage. Enslaved, enslaved. Exploitation, exploitation. Float, float. force, force, harvest, harvest, hide, hide, immediately, immediately, individual, individual, industry, industry, internal, internal, investigate, investigate, labor, labor, lawsuit, lawsuit, lawyer, lawyer, media, media, message, message, murder, murder, numerous, numerous, operations, operations, plaintiff, plaintiff, processor, processor, production, production, prosecute, prosecute, regular, regular, represent, represent, respond, respond, seek, seek, slave, slave, slavery, slavery, spokesman, spokesman, stand for, statement, statement, study, study, sued, sued, support, support, trafficker, trafficker, trafficking, trafficking, trick, trick, truth, truth, urge, urge, violation, violation, wholesale, wholesale, widespread, widespread. That's today's story and vocabulary. You have a great day. See you next time here on Break Time with Monte.